keep reading now. This means the star will be located astride that boundary and will be partially in one domain and partially in an adjacent domain for a period of time. Since, as we see, the force of gravity does not attract matter from one domain to another, there are conditions that arise that may cause the star to explode and disperse as by a supernova event. And here's the text I inserted at this point appropriately. Unbelievable. Try to wrap your head around what's going on here, okay? He's saying that your star doesn't just suddenly crash into this wall all at once. It kind of merges in, but there is a distinct point where it's too much over into one side than the other, where the star goes through a quantum shift. And then one of the weirdest things, did you catch that? Is he said that gravity doesn't work from one domain to the other. In other words, the gravitational pull from one domain is different than in another. Now, clearly, it still leads to a galaxy that is stable on its own because the galaxy is there, it holds together. But these are like different gravitational vectors that each work in their own way, but they don't actually cross over each other. There's some greater force of gravity that has like a different levels of quantization that holds it all together, okay? But each domain has a separate gravitational level that only attracts matter at that level. So that means that when your sun goes through this change, the whole way that gravity works changes. Well, wait a minute. We've already talked about the idea that the Earth's orbit used to maybe only be 360 days, and that there was some shift that caused it to widen to 365.242. Another change in gravity, you see. So therefore, the gravitational shift is important because he's saying that he's got the scientific proof that the sun goes whoosh when this happens, which is exactly what the ancient prophecies tell us. And the thing that blows my mind is he doesn't seem to know that. He's not aware of Hindu, Zoroastrian, Buddhist, Christian, Islamic prophecy. The Quran talks about this, the Islamic Bible, they talk about this solar flash all the time. It's in alchemy, it's in Egyptian science, it's in the emerald tablets of Thoth. It's all over the place. And we're hearing from Corey's people on the inside and other insiders I've spoken to on my own that yes, they know the sun is going to do this. They've seen this wave that Dr. Harold Aston is the first and, as far as I know, the only person to actually calculate its existence. They know it's out there, and he knows what it's going to do. So let's dig into this, because if he's got the keys to tell us what this wave is going to do, we owe it to ourselves to understand, because as far as I'm concerned, nothing could be more important.